Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon. Presented by Pacific Office Automation.
It is harvest season, week 5 of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights, and believe it or not, but here we are, just past the midway mark of the regular season. League play all over with those eyes and the big prize 5 weeks away from the playoffs. Believe it. Homecoming at West Salem. A battle of unbeatens in the home of the Titans. That's a night to celebrate. 4-0 West, ranked number 8 in 6A. 4-0 Willamette at number 5. In from Eugene, a big one in the Special District 1. Here we got Willamette, Hunter Vaughn, right at our guy, Gino. Working hard on a Friday night. Same drive, it's Hunter Vaughn again. This one, the payday on a Friday. 2-yard touchdown. Wolverines up 13-2. West Salem, though, they got some giddy up and go. How about Tommy Kenny get downfield and move the sticks? And then on that same drive, they'd capitalize. Cohen Campos, so good. 13-10, Will high, but here comes West. But then here comes Hunter Vaughn. That kid is lethal anytime he touches the football. This is going to be a long, big return. Save a TD, though. Same drive, it's Zeke Thomas. The pass, Braylon Rogers, the catch. We're getting closer now. Then it's Zeke and Kawhi Chamberlain. This for 22 yards and the eventual nail in the coffin, as they say. Titans now travel not far. They lose 19-10. They'll visit the Vikings of North Salem. How about a big night in the 6A Pacific Conference? Sherwood and Glencoe under the big lights of Hillsboro Stadium. Grab your chain and hammer. Crimson Tide, their best start in 16 years at 4-0. The 4-time defending conference champion Bowman had a 22-game league win streak. Glencoe's got their senior running back, Daniel Henninger, the 6A rushing leader, more than 1,000 yards the first month of the season. He rode that opening drive all the way there. They had threw the ball just one time. Touchdown, Glencoe. Number 7 makes it 7-zip. That Glencoe defense bowing up, though, too, against the Bowman. Low snap, picked off for the senior season highlight reeler, Taven Crowell, playing right where he's supposed to. And the black shirts would have nothing of it. This one on 4th and inches. Isaac Reynoso reads it, beats it. Awesome play. Turnover on downs. That's Coach Ian Reynoso's kid. You know Dad loves that, too. The Bowman would get it back on the doorstep and not miss a second time. Slide a hand in the backfield. That's Jack Wilson, the carry, and the payoff. Ties the game at 7 in the second quarter. But time was left for Henninger to take over yet again. A former chess champion, not playing checkers. He would lead to a field goal, and this would be an incredible one-handed interception for halftime. Lincoln Schmidt, Play of the Week nominee. Sherwood would then win the second half. They trailed 10-7. They won 12-10 for the Bowman. Scorigami. Pacific Conference play continues next Friday with Glencoe at Liberty. Sherwood returns to Hillsboro Stadium against Century. How about the 3A game of the night in the new turf of Gervais High? The 6th-ranked Cougars, perfect 4-0. Same deal for number 2. The Banks Braves had won 37 straight regular season games. Remember, the Cougs moved up to 3A after making the 2A semis last season, gaining the program's first playoff win since 1951. First drive, first turnover. Gervais in the yellow, picked in the white. Banks is Brady Johnson. The senior defensive back is putting it on tape there. They're quick to snap and quick to score and quick to cross up a photographer here in 2. We brought in Tad Largent off the bench tonight. That's Nate Lyda with the sneak in the score, made it 7-0 for the white shirts. Then came the flame-throwing Cougs. Frank Ojeda, the junior with a rocket. Iwan Abgi waiting to burst. 38-yard strike, they near the score. Gervais would then soon punch it in. Johnny Mariano on the spot. No point after. It was 7-6, still in favor of Banks. And Cole Linehan's guys can play defense. We know that. Lane Gilbert. He's going to be the beneficiary of an interception for the visitors. Takes it all the way back down to the 2-yard line. From there, it's Mr. White who knocks. Henry White. Not very flashy, but efficient for sure. 2-yard touchdown, 13-6 Braves. Then they get the ball again, maybe the catch of the night. Lyda puts it up. Jarrett Martin, no. Defender, no. Martin, yes. They'll take it. Pretty darn good. Concentrating, they'll like this one too. Lyda, Martin, coming right at you. That's a catch.
That's a catch. That's a catch.
Yes, you're all right, Jarrett. And that's also a Banks win, 41-20. The return for homecoming against Kennedy. Gervais next heads to Warrenton for hosting the Trojans of Kennedy. And the big game could be from the Three Rivers League on most weeks. Tonight, no exception. Boy, Ward joins us live from Tualatin High as number 4. The Timberwolves knocked off TRL play with a fellow unbeaten number 1 Lake Oswego trying to knock off one another. That's a Lakers team, though, Ward, that has allowed just 17 total points in their first 4 wins.
Yeah, that's right, Nick. It was a battle of the unbeatens tonight. Both the Timberwolves and the Lakers coming into league play and this game at 4-0. But in the end, only one team could come out victorious. Opening drive, Lakers strike first. Quarterback Hudson Curlin, the Washington State commit, connects with Sam Viladol for a quick touchdown. Lake Oswego on the board early, 7-0. Tualatin responds with a solid drive, but they're stopped just shy and settle for a field goal. Back come the Lakers. Jalen Bauman with a huge catch and run down to the 1-yard line. Then it's LaMarcus Bell, the Utah commit, finishing it off. Lakers extend the lead, 14-3. Tualatin gets a break. Dearborn picks off Curlin to give the Timberwolves the ball back. And then a huge play on 3rd and 24. Quarterback Carter Powers launches it deep to Reese Underwood for the touchdown. Timberwolves stay in it, 14-10. But Glencoe responds. LaMarcus Bell bursts through again and takes it to the end zone. Lakers up 21-10. Tualatin answers. Iden Rule with a strong run, and he takes it in for 6. Back and forth battle, 21-17. Just before the half, it's Bell again, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Lake Oswego goes into the locker room, leading 28-17. Third quarter, Tualatin's Iden Rule tries to run it in for another TD and tries to close the gap. It's 28-24. But the miscues and penalties take a toll on the Timberwolves. They can't put up another score, and LaMarcus Bell gets his 4th touchdown. That seals the deal. Final score, 49-24, Glencoe. Here's LaMarcus Bell.
We preach it every day, LO48. It's on our walls, in our locker room, on our stadium, LO48. We play all 48 minutes no matter what, how the game is going, how the game is ending. We're still going to play all 48 minutes, as you saw that today. So.
Gotcha. You guys stay undefeated. Any big goals for the rest of the season?
You know, we got close last year to state championship. We want to get there, and we want to win it this time. So that's definitely a goal. You know, just win as a team and keep that brotherhood strong, and we're going to get what we need to get.
So the Lakers take home their biggest win of the season and improve to 5-0. They're going to hope to continue that win streak next week as they take on Tigard, a team currently sitting at 1-3 for the season. But for now, live in Tualatin, I'm Ward Jallis, Friday Night Lights.
Always good to have Ward Jallis on the show. FNL, the PIL, Fox 12 with the House of the Cardinals. Lincoln High, the last unbeaten in the Rose City coming in. Roosevelt playing visitor. They knocked off the defending league champs in Wells a week prior. Hard-hitting defensive game here. Lincoln Zan Galton running like a captain, but Rough Riders, Hosea Banks rips it out. Ball loose and ball recovered. Ibrahim Eno. Scoreless game midway through the second. Finn Davies finds a way, finds his guy, Grayson Murph. Gain of 10 to set up their first points. Davies is going to call his own number. No, he's not. Touchdown. They would do. And before the break, the Cards would cash in again. Eric Williams said, "This is the spin move of the dance." We missed a play there. Right? Yes, the senior leader. This one, Eric said, "Hey, play of the night." When he got it. Look at Murph go from Davies. Turns it up the turf. Hard to wrap up a guy like that. This will go for 40 yards. It's 14-0 for Lincoln. But as you know, the Velt never down, never out. They rally to win it in the second half. 18-14. Rough Riders now get a Thursday game at Jefferson. The Cards look to remain perfect in McDaniel. Those Bulls will be on Thursday night. Southsiders rally on Friday Night Lights. South Salem and the winless Air Saxons attacking the short travel plans to face the 2-3 Olympians of Sprague High. Boy, Isaac Tyndall, we know he can run for the Orange. Gonna get down to the 1, and when you're so close, you might as well get the next carry. Tyndall, easy enough. Get on the orange paint, 7-zip for Sprague. South Salem playing defense too. That's Bridger Hayter with the interception for their visiting team in white.
Pass is intercepted.
Yeah, then Kalen Bowman's going to make a pass here. Mason Ellison hooks and ladders to Jackson Burt. You better believe it. That's how you get it done and tie the game, a 7-7 score and a 37-yard touchdown. But then another first down. Isaac Tyndall. Look at those nifty feet moving. So close he would be out, but then same drive, Tyndall going to get a 16-yard touchdown. Sprague in front, 14-7. Spin it if you'd like to. Ole's with the victory because they can. 34-21. They'll next head south to South Medford. The Saxons get home with Sheldon. And then there were 2 unbeatens left in the 2A level in Southwest Washington's Greater St. Helens League. Ridgefield and Washougal identical overall records and winners of the first 2 in the GSHL slate. One of the best matchups in the Evergreen State on this night. Front of the lights back at Fishback Stadium. Homecoming in Washougal. 2A GSHL rivalry. Ridgefield and the Panthers. Spudders shut them out this time last year. Different story, different year. Third quarter home team leading 14-6. A grinder. Wyatt Hemmelman, the 5-yard score. The senior pulls the Spuds within 2. That's where it stayed, though, as an extra point would be denied. The 2-point try would be. So it's 14-12 Washougal in the 4th. Spudders on the other side of midfield. They were 4th and 4. And look at the ball kind of just came out of the quarterback's hand. So turnover on downs, and that's how it would end up ending. Victorious homecoming for the kids in orange and black. 14-12 Washougal. Panthers play Hudson's Bay next at Higgins Bowl. The Spudders get home field advantage next Friday for a league game with Mark Morris. And 1 week after playing one of the best in Oregon at West Lynn, the Camas Papermakers return home to Doc Harris Stadium, rolled out the welcome rug for the Coeur d'Alene Vikings out of Idaho. No score first quarter. Papermakers picking up a turnover. That's going to be a fumble and recovered by Austin Parker. Milltown. That ensuing drive would bleed into the second quarter. Tyson Ruggiero, the senior, going to lay in weight, and Charlie Barr raises it. Check that. Great defense, even better concentration. A touchdown from 20 yards. Camas into the lead 7-zip. Now, the Vikings would level before the break, a 20-yard quarterback keeper, so 7-7 at the half, and then Camas owned the night from there. 26-7 winners. Papermakers remain home now with Monroe. A 3-game 4A GSHL season will begin after that. Friday afternoon, daylight, 4:30 kickoff for Vancouver's McKenzie Stadium. 3-1 Prairie, 0-3 Mountain View, the 3A Greater St. Helens League. Prairie's up 7-0 in that second quarter. Devin Vigue among the leaders with nearly 1,000 yards passing coming in. Alex Blakesley gets a lot of those right in front of our guy Kevin Lund. 48-yard touchdown for Prairie to go up by 2 scores. Later second, Vigue and Tommy Vick think they played ball for a while together. And sometimes football not complicated. Find the open guy. 27 yards, 21-0 for Prairie, and dance if you want to. It's Friday. Everybody's watching. Mountain View can hit the air as well. Cashton Leidke, senior quarterback, who is DJ Wilford, 45 yards for the Green Machine. 21-7, they trailed at halftime. Third quarter, Falcons flashing the defense. They hit the quarterback. The pig flops in the air. Gabe Garris, the INT for Prairie. And that would lead to this next clip. DV at your TV. Devin Vigue, a touchdown view, makes it 28-6, 56-9 the final. The Falcons get back home to District Stadium now against Kelso. The Thunder will host Heritage for a night game in Week 6. Still to come, the future is potentially real bright for those lights of Friday night at Lebanon High. We'll hang with the Warriors as Lebanon is ready to break the bank with the community-shaping grand prize possibility. Plus, we'll talk a different kind of ball in the high school spotlight segment. How about a little rugby? We'll rock and roll with the Portland Grackles. That's when this Week 5 edition of Friday Night Lights returns right here on Fox 12.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, sponsored by Pacific Office Automation.